Watch this video till the end to help you with the trading psychology, no matter if you're a beginner trader or been trading for a while. In this video, we're going to go over the 5 stages of trading that every single person will have to go through, and eventually how most of the people fail at a certain point. And will help you a lot with trading psychology, so still till the end. This video is more than just looking at the technicals, looking at the charts. It's about trading psychology, which you guys know is one of the most important things in this industry. If you do not have your trading psychology mastered, you won't get far, you won't see any progression. In these 5 stages, you will see yourself maybe being step 1, step 2, or step 3, but this video will kind of help you build that roadmap and build a timeline and kind of give you an idea of where you are at the moment or what to expect, right? Because what I see a lot on the internet, not a lot of people actually talk about, how long this will take or what are going to be like the different chapters of trading. Maybe you're a beginner trader or you're an intermediate trader. When you're at different points in life, you're going to be facing different issues. So this video will kind of help go over that and eventually help you with that trading psychology that you need. Trading isn't about just like learning all the technicals, like I said. It's about building yourself as a character, right? Overcoming your fears, overcoming your flaws, overcoming all the things that are bringing you down and holding you down and outside of life. Trading will kind of bring out the worst of you, right? It will reflect what kind of a person you are in real life, and people might be confused about that, but again, like I said, watch till the end. So without further ado, let's get to the first stage. Stage 1 is obviously the beginner's stage, right? That's where everybody starts at. That's where people are like having some sort of thought about trading. They might think that it's like an easy thing, or they think that you'll have to learn all these like difficult technicals, or they look at the charts before and then they see these like stock videos on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram, and they think that, oh, if I learn all of these technicals down, if I learn all these concepts or whatever, I'm going to be end up making a lot of money, right? They see all these flashy cars, flashy watches and jewelry and things like that, and then people are like flexing their stock charts, candlesticks going up and down, so they get kind of hooked into this idea of trading will bring you easy money and pretty fast, right? Because that's kind of what a lot of the traders online are marketed, right? And in this stage, you're pretty much a beginner, and this is where you start to see beginner's luck kind of come and play, right? You first hop on any broker, right? You might start with like options, or you might start with whatever, right? You hop in and on the charts, you look at what's happening, right? You're really confused, you're not understanding what's going on. Although you might not have all the knowledge yet about trading concepts and things like that, you are filled with a lot of excitement and motivation, and the idea of you getting rich quick through trading, right? You're super excited, you're super like ready to go. You think that, all right, I just gotta learn a few of these things and repeat them, and I'll start making money in trading. And this is the stage where you literally are seeing beginner's luck. I don't know how that really works, but a lot of people that just get into trading, most of them get that beginner's luck, right? They hop on a chart, they might open like a Webull or a Robinhood account, they might see a stock going up and they think, oh well, I think it's going to keep on going up. They click buy and they start to see that they're making profit, right? So now they're getting that confidence up. They're like, well, this is easy, right? They start to see that trading isn't really that difficult, or they think that they might be special because now they took a few random trades that have no system, no strategy or anything like that, and now they're seeing profits, and then they're getting really, really excited. They build that overconfidence up, right? And they start keep on trading random setups, no strategy, nothing like that, straight up just buying and selling at random points and getting lucky. And this is the majority of people get lucky and make money off the bat when they just start, but this doesn't really last that long until they start blowing their money and it gets to them blowing up their actual accounts. And after a few losses, and will lead to a blown account, all the money gone, then the trader will realize, okay, this might not be that simple, and you might actually have to put some work into it. And now this is where the chapter 2 hits. The stage 2 is all about the strategy hunter, right? This is where the trader hops on from one strategy to another, right? He realizes that in stage 1, trading isn't all about just that luck or just randomly hopping on the chart, clicking buy and sell and just making money. The trader eventually realizes that you have to have some sort of a strategy, and this is where you learn from one strategy to another, and you keep on hopping through different strategies to kind of see and find out what really works for you. And this could either last you years, right? Or this could last you a month or two. Really just depends on where you are and how you are as a person, right? This stage could become very, very deadly because this is where people associate money with winning, right? And they associate you making money and trying to find that strategy that will make you money, which is totally wrong, right? Because now you're going to be hopping on from one strategy to another, from one Discord to another signaling Discord to see where's that one person, where's that holy grail that's going to bring out this best strategy with 100% win rate. In your head, you want something that's going to consistently make you win no matter what. You want that 100%, 95% win rate, and this is what you're going to be constantly looking for, right? In this place, you want to escape the losses, right? You want to avoid you losing money. You're kind of starting to find that one holy grail where it will not make you lose any money, right? You don't want to be accountable for all the losses that you took, so you're just constantly hopping from one strategy to another, learning from one mentor to another, and things like that. And this could, again, like I said, last a very, very, very long time until you actually start to realize that it's not really about a specific strategy. It's all about yourself, because any strategy technically works to a certain extent, right? As long as you make it work and you have the proper risk management and the psychology for it, right? So this again could last you very long, but usually it could last anywhere from 3 to 6 months. And if the trader eventually, has enough guts to kind of push through it all and actually find some sort of a consistency, right? This is where the stage 3 hits. Stage 3 is all about that overthinking and the realization of how trading actually works, right? If you were hard enough to like go through the stage 2, right, you actually found a certain strategy, or you at least realize that it's not about these Discord channels, it's not about these signal groups or whatever, and you realize there's no one singular holy grail that's going to have a 99% win rate, you come to a realization, and now you have to kind of face yourself and face all the consequences and be accountable for the losses that you took, and kind of realize that, okay, if I'm going to do this and I'm going to have to accept these losses, right, I'm going to be losing in the markets. And this is the hardest stage by far. This is where anywhere from 90 to 95% of people fail and never come back, because this is where you are facing with the most challenges, right? This is kind of where you might be disappointed, right? You start to overthink a lot of things, because here it's not necessarily that you're lacking the skill, right? You already know enough, right? You have enough months under your belt. You kind of start to understand how the markets work, right? And maybe you even found a certain strategy that works, right? But you're still at a point where you're not able to like understand or fully master your psychology to the point where you have to take losses, right? You're starting to overthink when you take those losses. You don't have enough trust in like a certain model, right? Because you were just got away from stage 2, from hopping from 1 mile to another. This is kind of where it becomes super, super difficult. This stage is where you face most of the emotional problems, right? You get greedy, you get FOMO'd into trades, right? You want to revenge trade when you lose, right? You don't want to lose money. You're trying to make your money back. You blow multiple accounts, right? You pay every single mistake with an actual dollar amount coming from your bank, from your wallet, right? Which again is why it's so hard. This is where the traders know exactly what they need to do, but they just can't do it, right? They don't have enough confidence. They can't execute properly on their model. They don't follow all their rules, right? They break those rules. They trade, they overtrade, right? They take unnecessary losses, right? They move their stop losses. They don't even use stop losses sometimes. They over leverage. They don't have proper risk management sometimes, right? This is where all those emotions, that's where all the overthinking starts to happen, which is again where most of the people fail and cannot go any further. Traders realize that you have to overcome all these fears, overcome all these bad habits that you have, which is why it's so hard. They're afraid to move on. They're afraid to change as a person, right? They don't have enough confidence, and they don't think that they are able to overcome all these things, because in their heads they tell themselves, all right, I'm going to stop overtrading. I'm going to take 1 to 2 trades a day, right? But they just simply can't do it. They keep on making the same mistakes over and over again, right? Which is where all the confidence that you started building up from the stage 1 and 2 goes to all-time low. Like your motivation and your confidence is at the lowest it could possibly ever be. This is where you want to kind of start to build certainty, right? You want to maybe find that one maybe little missing piece to have that certainty, but you still know at the back of your head there's no such thing as certainty in the markets. There's no such thing as certainty in trading, right? And that realization alone is what's the hardest part to realize and move on from it, right? But if you are strong enough and you are able to overcome this part, this is by far the hardest stage to overcome. And if you do end up overcoming this stage to the next part, which is stage 4, this is where you'll start to see a little bit of difference. Stage 4 is the rise, right? This is the rise and the realization of the trader, right? This is where he starts executing properly. This is where traders start to realize it's not about winning and losing. It's about you following your plan, right? Following a proper system, following a proper risk management, right? It's not about you being right all the time. It's about moving all that ego aside It's about forgetting about the dollar amounts when you're trading, right? It's not about you making money in a day, right, or you losing money in a day. It's all about following the proper risk management, following the proper strategy, right, and just staying consistent day in and day out, right? Following all the rules, journaling, reflecting on all the losses, reflecting on all the bad habits that you have, changing as a person. This is where you start to kind of take setups without any hesitation. This is where you start to build up that repetition, right, and your strategy. This is where you see your strategy, you have, you know, better confidence than the previous stage, and you're now executing relentlessly. You're taking trades, right, without over trading, right? If you take a setup and you lost and it was a proper trade with your strategy, you don't care as much as you used to be before, right? You're like, all right, I took this loss, it's just part of the game, I have to accept this loss and I have to move on, because there's no other way around it, right? I'm not going to overtrade. I know there's another day tomorrow and another week and another month later where I could take all the other opportunities that are there. This is where your confidence starts to rise, not just from getting the money, but from following the rules, right? From following your plan, following what you told yourself in the back of the head, right? You told yourself you're not going to overtrade. You told yourself you're going to follow your plan, and you actually go and do it. And this is where your confidence starts to rise up. You start to kind of build up that momentum, and you start to realize, okay, it was never about the dollar amount on your screen, right? It was never about that. It was all about, you know, following the system, following your trading strategy relentlessly. Either if you lose or win, it doesn't matter, as long as you follow your strategy. And this is where all the realization starts to hit, right? This is also known as the break-even point, right? You're kind of doing everything you need to do, but you're still not making the amount of money that you want to do, right? You're kind of just at the, maybe you're starting to make some of the losses back. Here you might be getting a payout or two here and there, right? And this is, again, way easier than what it was at stage 3, because at this point it's all about just the repetition. It's all about time. You know, at this point you just need to put in the time, trust the process. You already have enough, way more than enough of experience under your belt. You just overcame the most hardest stage of trading, and now you're starting to see the results kind of happen. You start to see that, all right, now that I'm following my rules, I'm starting to pay back, although I'm not seeing the dollar amounts yet. This is that moment in your trading stage where it's right there. It's almost near the end. It's almost near the end of that tunnel. Right? This is where you start to see some sort of light. This is where you start to trust your own process. This is where you start to be a lot more disciplined than ever, right? This is where you change your life outside of trading. You start to, you know, go to the gym. You start to wake up early. You start to be really busy during your day, right? You're not staring at the charts 24/7. Your maximum, you know, 9 to 11. That's where you're looking at the charts, or wherever your time frame is at. You're going in, seeing if your strategy is there. If it is, you take it. You're not upset if it's a loss, or you're not too happy or over excited if it's a win. You're just taking the process, you journal it, and you continue on. You repeat the process over and over again, day in and day out, weeks in and weeks out, months in and months out, and eventually you see that next stage, which is stage 5. Stage 5 is what I call the breakout. This is where you are a fully realized trader, and now this is where you are starting to push past all the losses that you took in previous stages. This is where you break out of that system. This is where you break out of that loophole that you used to be stuck in, or that break-even stage, and everything that I mentioned previously, right? This is where you're just waking up in the morning, having your routine day in and day out, hopping on the charts, carelessly, relentlessly looking at it. If there's a setup, you take it. If there isn't, you hop off. You're not forcing any trades. You don't have that ego. You don't have that gambling feeling inside of you that you need to take a trade. You just itching to place a trade. You're itching to see the numbers go up and down to give you that dopamine boost. You don't have any of that. You are literally so locked in, because you have now proven to yourself that discipline, patience, and hard work paid off, right? You have so much trades journaled. You have so much data to back off what you just learned, everything that you went through, right? This is kind of where you're now starting to see the green. This is where you start to see the money. This is where you start to see payouts come left and right? And now in this stage is where it exponentially just blows up super fast, because, and here is where you realize that you could literally make all your money back that you've lost for the past years or however long you traded. You could literally make everything back within a month or two, because in trading you could scale so fast and so easy, as long as you have proper risk management, proper strategy that you follow with discipline and patience, right? And you could just scale from one account to 3 to 5 to 10 to 20 so easily, and it's literally exponential from here, right? The moment you start to realize that I have everything that you need in trading, right? You have all that proper tools, and your psychology is now starting to improve. Literally all the losses that you took, all the accounts that you've blown for the past 2, 3, 4, 5 years, however long it took you, you're literally able to make all back within a few months, which is the craziest part. This is where you're calm and collected. This isn't where you're acting all on your emotions, right? Your emotions are still there, but you're not acting upon it right now. I don't want you guys to think that, all right, eventually when I hit this stage, all the problems are gonna go away, all the emotions are gonna go away. I'm never gonna feel bad for taking a loss. I'm never gonna like try to think about the idea of revenge trading. No, all of that is always gonna be there with you, right? All these things that you have in the back of your head, all the bad habits that you built up previously, they're all gonna be there in the back of your head. But the only difference is you're not gonna act on it anymore, right? You take a loss, right? Yes, you might be a little bit mad about it that you just lost $1,000, right? You know, you just lost money on your accounts. Obviously, you'll feel some sort of negative feelings, right? But you're not gonna go and act upon it because now you have proven data, you have a proven track record that if I go and act upon it right now, I'll regret it later down the line. I'm gonna blow up all my accounts and just exponentially ruin my progression once again. So you don't act on all those emotions, right? You don't act upon the losses. You don't get super frustrated. You don't go and try to revenge trade. You're super calm. You accept whatever the market gives you, and you are now a reactor, right? You react towards what the market is giving you. You're not trying to force any trade. You're not trying to force anything onto the market, right? Although, like I said again, I just want to clarify this just so you guys understand. You're still going to have all the emotions that you have had from the stage 1 to stage 2 to stage 3 to stage 4. You're always going to have all those emotions, right? You're never going to be able to be like a full-on robot, not feel anything when you're trading. When you see your money going up and down, you're always going to have that dopamine feeling. You're always going to have those emotions, right? But the only difference is, again, is you're never going to act on it. You're not going to act upon those impulsive thoughts. You're going to be more controlled, and you're going to now start to see a lot of progression. Now, this is where the profitability is achieved. This is where you start to make money consistently from trading, right? Now, the reason why it's so hard and why 90 to 95% of people fail stage 3 and never go past beyond that is because they have to push past those limits. They have to push beyond those mental and physical boundaries, right? They can't afford to keep on going. They can't afford, and they don't understand how to push past that mental breakdown, or they're not able to control themselves, right? And the reason why is because people are expecting to jump from stage 1 to stage 5 within a few months. Not even, like, they just think that, all right, they're gonna hop on this Discord call with some of these signal groups, and they're just gonna keep on doing what they're doing and make tons and tons of money, right? That's never gonna happen, right? You have to go through each and individual stage by yourself, and you're gonna have to overcome all those individual challenges that each stage brings you, right? Stage 1, you're gonna have to overcome your overconfident expectations, right? And stage 2 is where you start to overcome that strategy finder. You're gonna have to kind of start to settle in on one singular strategy, right? And stage 3, you're gonna have to overcome that mental barriers, that identity crisis that you might have. That's again where the most difficult problems are gonna happen to occur, and this is where you start to overcome all those mental boundaries, right? And stage 4 is you're gonna have to overcome the consistency, right? You're gonna have to be super consistent. You're gonna have to do everything that you need to do on a daily basis, change nothing, and just trust the process. And finally, in stage 5 is where you achieve profitability. Now, concluding this video, I just want to leave you guys off of the few last words. Every trader will have to go through all these stages, right? Don't think of these losses, don't think of these stages as like punishment or something that you're never going to be overcome. This is all just part of the work. This is just part of the things that you need to go through in order to see that stage 5, that profitability stage. It's just, you have to do it, right? There's no shortcut. You can't just jump from stage 1 to stage 4. You can't just cut corners. You have to go through all these stages, no matter which stage you're currently on. You just have to keep on pushing through it. You have to keep on doing everything I just mentioned earlier, and eventually you will see that stage 5, which is the profitability. And it's not just about the technicals. It's not about the strategy, right? It's all about overcoming who you are as a person. It's you shaping into a different person, right? You have to literally overcome who you were previously. You have to change your old past. You have to change your bad behaviors. You have to change your old habits, and now have to transition to someone new or somebody better, which is why it's so hard. It's that growth aspect. It's that improvement aspect, which is super difficult. But if you are able to overcome all of these stages, you will eventually reach that stage 5. I hope you guys like this video. If you guys have any questions, comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.